Welcome back to my channel. This is Property Madam. Yes, I've been talking about types of property documents, and today I'll be talking to you on Certificate of Occupancy as one of the types of property documents we have here in Nigeria. Let's go. What is Certificate of Occupancy? Certificate of Occupancy is also known as C of O. Yes, Certificate of Occupancy is a legal document that serves as a proof of ownership that grants the holder the rights. Now, note the word proof of ownership. That grants the holder the right to occupy and use a particular piece of land. That's it. And I go further to say it is issued by the state government, and it is considered as one of the most important documents a property owner in Nigeria can possess. It is always issued by the government. Now, if you see a property that has C of O, it simply means the owner of that property has applied for it, and the governor of the state where the property is located issued that proof of ownership to the person. And I need to also say that in most cases, in fact, in most cases, properties with title C of O have financial value than properties without the title C of O. Now, it could even be in the same location. Funny enough, the one that has no C of O may even have a larger size, may be of a larger size, may even have a structure that looks better. But because the title is not yet C of O, and that you just discover that the one with C of O, even though they are standing by each other, has a better value, especially financial value. The reason is because Certificate of Occupancy is considered to be the most important document a property owner in Nigeria can possess, and it has there are processes to getting Certificate of Occupancy. It could be lengthy, but it's really worth filing for. Now, for you to obtain Certificate of Occupancy, you apply for it, and there are so many requirements you'll be asked to submit. And I also need to mention that when you have Certificate of Occupancy, it can only be issued once on a property, which means once a building or a landed property rather has a C of O, that land cannot, and no other person can get C of O on that land again. Which means if I buy a property manager has a building and she's selling to Mr. Femi. If Mr. Femi buys from Property Madam, even though I've transferred every other thing to Mr. Femi, cannot get a C of O on that land. The only thing he can get is governor's consent. Please note, it's very important. What Mr. Femi can get on the property that has C of O is called governor's consent, which means C of O cannot be issued. That is, Certificate of Occupancy cannot be issued more than once on a property. I want to believe this is clear, and if you need more information as to how to obtain Certificate of Occupancy, or you need more information, or you want to get more knowledge, you can give me a comment at the comment section, or send me a DM in all my numbers or all my social media handle at Property Madam. Now, the next thing I'll be going into is features of Certificate of Occupancy. Follow me closely. Features of Certificate of Occupancy. What are the features of Certificate of Occupancy? Let's go. Now, description of property. Is the property residential property? Is it a commercial property? Is it an industrial property? What kind of property is the property in which you want to apply for Certificate of Occupancy? Now, the next one is plot size. What's the size? The size of the land in which you're getting Certificate of Occupancy would be stated there. Then approved use compliance with code of regulations. There are different codes, there are different zones, let me use that word, and there are different compliance. There are so different things they expect you to comply with the details of things you need to comply with when making use of that land, they are also given there in the CFO. Now the next is date of insurance. This date of insurance is also very important because, you know, your certificate of occupancy also has its own term, the term in which it needs to, you know, stay with you. So date of issuance will also be on the certificate of occupancy. Signature and seal of the agency or department. Now, I said the governor signs, right? But it's not only the governor. It's not only the governor's signature you have there, because there are different processes. Now, and I also need to mention that your certificate of occupancy cannot be possible without all the title documents, which means, as important as your certificate of occupancy is, all the title documents like your deed of assignment, your survey are also very important. In fact, I will say that they are like a process to your certificate of occupancy. If those ones are not there, then your certificate of occupancy may not be possible. All right, so it is very, very important. So you need, now I was talking about the signature of the agencies. Now there are so many tables. The certificate of occupancy moves from one table to another. Don't forget, I told you that there are different processes, which means there are so many things you will submit, and there is a need to verify so many things. So there are different departments that will sign your certificate of occupancy. Exactly. Before it gets to, I know I mentioned that the governor signs. Before it gets to the governor, now I need also to mention that other types of property documents are also very important. I would say that they are like your journey to certificate of occupancy. Let me say they are your journey. They are like a process, or your journey to CFO. You can't obtain CFO without survey. Exactly. So all the ones, your survey, your deed of assignment, your excision, all those properties, also property documents too, are very important. So we need to take good care of our property documents. They are very, very important. So the next I would like to move to is expiration date. What is expiration date doing in certificate of occupancy? Expiration date means that your certificate of occupancy, your CFO, has expiration date. It can only last you for 99 years. Yes, your certificate of occupancy can only last you for 99 years. That is why in most cases you will see that it's written long lease, which is you have 100, some say 100 is 99 years, because it reads from that very moment where it is being signed. So, and that is why the date of issuance is very, very important. The date of issuance is very, very important. Now the next is limitations and conditions. There are limitations, you know, the things you are expected to do while holding the certificate of occupancy on that particular property. Those things will be listed and detailed into your certificate of occupancy. So I want to believe this is helpful. Now send this video to whoever thinks needs it. And if you need more information, do well to send me a DM or comment below this video. And I'll be very happy and I'll be very glad to read your comments and respond as I should. Thank you very much for always coming to my channel. I'm so grateful to have you around. Watch out for the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.